Hi, welcome to the Parkview Center School Library. Sometimes we call it the Media Center. I'm down here. My name is Skoob. No, Skoob. Yeah, that's it. I'm a shelf elf. I live here in the Parkview Library. I'll be your guide today. Parkview has an awesome library. It's divided into sections to help organize everything. Each library item has its own address. The address tells us where that item belongs in the library so that we can find it. A library item's address is called a call number. Call numbers are on labels that are put on every single item in the library. That's thousands of things. Here's the call number label on this book. Each item also gets a barcode label. The barcode label is how the computer recognizes something when you check it out. Library staff have to put information about every item into the computer before it's ready for students to check out. It's a lot of work to get something ready for a library. The things in the library belong to all of us, so please take good care of our things and don't lose or damage them. You might be wondering what the library's got to offer. Let's look at the different sections. There's lots of things here to borrow. Picture books are great stories that are fun for everybody. That's why we call our picture book section the Everybody section. It's on the two long walls around our story circle steps. Look for the blue signs with letters on them. Books in the Everybody section are arranged alphabetically by author's last name. So books by the author Dr. Seuss would be in the S's, and books by author Eric Carle would be in the C's. Do you remember that the call number is the library item's address? Well, books in the Everybody section have call numbers that start with the letter E for everybody. Readers are important for students who are learning to read. These books use words that you're going to have to know to be a good reader. You can find readers in the red bins behind the story steps. Readers have a red dot on the call number label. Many readers even have chapters. Remember, read lots of these if you want to become a good reader. If you can sit and read for a long time, you'll want a longer story that has lots of chapters. You'll need to look in the fiction section. Fiction books are made-up stories that can be many different kinds or genres. Some fiction genre types are adventure, mystery, humorous stories, realistic fiction, science fiction, or fantasy. Look for stickers on the spines to help you know what type of book it is. Books with a YA sticker are for students in 5th grade or older. Fiction books are also arranged alphabetically by author's last name, just like the picture books in the Everybody section. If you find a good author, all of his or her books will be next to each other on the shelf. If something is located in the fiction section, its call number will start with the letters FIC. If you want books with information or poetry, you'll find them in the nonfiction section. Books in the nonfiction section are arranged by their subjects. That means books about the same thing, like dogs, are all right next to each other. Libraries use a code of numbers called the Dewey Decimal System to organize nonfiction section. An important fact about the call numbers for nonfiction sections is that they actually have numbers in them. If you see a call number with numbers, think nonfiction. If you like comics, be sure to look in our comics section. We've also got lots of great magazines in our magazine section. Now that you know where to find things, let's talk about other library information. The library is shared by everyone in our school. Often there are people from many different classes in here. Please come to the library with a calm body. And please use a quiet voice so that you don't disturb others who might be working. At Parkview, we want you to have plenty of good books to read for fun, as well as what you might need for classroom assignments. The librarian will explain what checkout limits you might have. When you look for things to check out, be sure to use a shelf marker to keep things in the right place. Everything has to be at the right address, or else we can't find it. Here's how it works. When you see a book that you'd like to look at, place the shelf marker next to the item on the shelf. Hold the shelf marker in place as you carefully take the book off the shelf. Leave the shelf marker in the book's place. Now you can look at the book to see if it's one that you'd like to check out. If not, you slip the book back onto the shelf exactly where you got it from. Put it where your shelf marker is. Once the book is in place, carefully slip out your shelf marker so that you can use it to look at something else. If it is something that you want to borrow, you can keep it and then take out your shelf marker. Use it to look for other things. But please, 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 keep our shelves in order so that we can find everything. If you take a book and you don't know where to put it back, never put it in the wrong place. Just leave it on a nearby table and library staff will put it away where it goes. Once you have everything that you want to borrow, put your shelf marker back in the can. Bring your items to the checkout desk. The checkout desk is below the dragon kite. When it's your turn, tell the library staff your name so that they can scan your items to check them out. Library items are automatically checked out for 2 weeks, but you may bring them back sooner if you finish with them, or you may renew them at the checkout desk if you want to keep them for longer. When you bring your borrowed items back to the library, slide them carefully into the return slot. Be sure to keep track of your library items. Keep them safe. Keep books away from water. And be sure to keep them away from pets. Younger kids don't always know how to care for library books. So be careful with your books around younger brothers and sisters. And food is never a good thing for books. Yuck, spaghetti! Dropping books can break the bindings and rip the cover off of the pages. Thanks for your help in making sure that our library's books last a long time. Your teacher might send you up to the library to use a computer. Use the computers along the windows. Students may only use labs when their teacher is with them. The library is open after school for students to work or read independently. You will need to sign in at the checkout desk if you are staying after school. This should get you off to a good start using the Parkview Library. Enjoy the library. Visit anytime your teacher says it's okay. Just remember that the library is a place for working and reading. I hope to see you around. Bye!